Locker room very quiet and very serious today. Not a lot of hoopla and hollering and so forth by any of the players. And then Coach Donnelly came in and said, gentlemen, this is very simple today. You have a great opportunity to play football, to have fun. Play hard, play tough, be courageous, answer everything they do, but have fun. He actually used the phrase, get wild and crazy and have fun. I've never heard that before from Coach. I think he feels the pressure that these kids feel because of 2 home losses.
And here we go as Malone hits it high, end-over-end, short kick, and that one will bounce once time to Kobe Fry. Cuts to the 20-25. He's got some running on 40-45. Up the midfield, got a block and into Malone territory. Down, but not before he reaches close to the Malone 40-yard line. That first opening snap from scrimmage. Bozier wants to throw, loops the ball, and there's an interception. That's picked off by Malone right into the hands as coming up and making that pick. They've got kind of a wishbone lineup out of the pistol, and they'll run the ball. But 2 deep running backs, option run right side, and boy, there is McLaughlin. McLaughlin wanting to run the quarterback draw. He's nailed at the 10-yard line. And the Cougars just waiting at the pass that time as Brody Calbaugh, and what a season Calbaugh is putting together. He is #1 in the MSFA with 75 tackles, and that's a solid 76.
You know, they say linebackers should make a lot of tackles, but Calbaugh makes a lot tackles.
He's taken it to another level, hasn't he?
He has really been something else.
Justin Bozier trying to put it out of his mind. Hands the ball off in a sweep to the left side. That's a good run. Second effort stepping out of a tackle is Antoine Campbell, and I think he's got the first down. He's out of bounds on the far side, right around the 39-yard line. Keegan Moore is starting for the injured Eli Alafonianis. Here is Bozier looking to throw the out pattern. He's got a catch, and that will be good for about 6 or 7 yards on the far side. Aaron Betcher on the receiving end. That's his 11th catch of the year. Bozier ready to take the snap. Play clock's down to 7. Hands to Campbell again. Tries to work to the right. Got a block and hit hard at the 29. Continued forward. Second effort and down to the 25-yard line. So Campbell mentioned had been suffering, I think, from the flu symptoms a little bit, Phil, and took the hit and was resilient. Bounced off and gained some yards after that initial hit. It is now 4th and goal from the 5. Cougars will roll the dice and go for it. No field goal coming up. Fry in motion again. Bozier wants to throw. Looks and screens the ball. And there is Kobe Fry into the end zone as he gets it wide. And coming out of the backfield, Kobe Fry on the receiving end. And that is going to be his first receiving touchdown of the year. 5 yards on the passing touchdown from Justin Bozier. That's his 8th passing touchdown. And the Cougars at the 7:49 mark on the board, leading early on at 6-0. 1st and 10, USF. Working from left to right, away from the north end of things here. The field at Darcy Stadium laid out north to south. And here's Bozier, lost the ball. Scramble for it, still loose. Malone's got it at the Cougar 33. St. Francis, their 2nd turnover of the ball game, and this one has got Malone in position inside the Cougar 35. They have turned it over twice already here today, although they lead. Option run. McLaughlin looking, cuts back against the grain. Neal can't find a hand on him. Cuts to the 25 to the 20. Here is McLaughlin all the way spinning down inside the 10 to the 4-yard line. Josh McLaughlin making something happen. Long count from the line of scrimmage. He'll look and he hands the ball off to Sangster, and he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Right formation except for one wide out. And here is a trying to sweep to the left side and diving for the pylon. Did not get in. Waiting for the snap and option run. No, he gave it up to Sangster, and he's going to pay. He's brought down at the 3. It'll be a loss of 2 yards with 4th down coming up. Leading at 6-0. Field goal attempt is on the way, and that one is good. A 20-yard field goal by Nick Allison gets Malone on the board. He'll score, and he wants to throw for maximum protection. Throws right side, picked off. Then one is going to be returned by Eric Humphrey for a touchdown. 15 yards on the pick, and the pick 6 for Eric Humphrey, and the Cougars jump out to a 12-3 lead.
Eric Humphrey was just kind of hidden near the hash mark, but he popped out from nowhere as soon as Spoor put that ball in the air. He was just waiting, drooling on that one because he saw that play develop. Humphrey did a great job, a great read on that out pattern. Picked the ball off, could have walked into the end zone. A big break for the Cougars. We've turned it over to them twice, but they've given us a much bigger gift, and that's a turnover and what amounts to a pick 6.
Josh McLaughlin started. Here's an option run right side. Now they want to throw the ball, and Spoor steps out of it and is running with the ball. He's still going to lose a yard back around the 40-yard line. And boy, I tell you what, One of the Cougars came flying late. Phil, I'm finding out early in this game, you've really got to take a quick look at who's in there, respectively, for both teams at quarterback. It's Bozier, hands the ball. Campbell running room as he brings it across the 30, 35, breaks into the clear. In a foot race, 40, 35, 30, cuts back the middle of the field. Inside the 15 to the 10 to the 5, and a touchdown for Antoine Campbell. That one will be good for some 78 yards.
78 yards is right, Joe, and Campbell just annihilated the cornerback who came up to meet him about 3 yards up the field. Knocked him over, just put the shoulder down, knocked him over, and just was off to the races.
One back look. They've got a winger up on the right side as Malik Felton is in there, takes the handoff, and he's wrapped up, steps out of the tackle, and still on his feet, looking to move to the 30, turns the corner at the 40, 45, and St. Francis Anthony Moore in a diving without a tackle, without a helmet. Anthony Moore lost his helmet back to the 48. No problem, went ahead and made the tackle.
So that was a crazy play, punctuated, of course, by Anthony Moore being our last hope. running down the ball carrier without his helmet on. That's just like football played back in the 20s.
I formation behind McLaughlin. Takes the ball, option run, pitches the ball left side, and what a hit at the 31-yard line as coming up and making that stop.
Francis on both sides of the ball to confront that four-man front. Back to you.
McLaughlin spinning and avoids trouble once, and then it collapses. The pressure back at the 40-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 22 now. And it's McLaughlin, again, quarterback draw, and he's nailed back outside the 45 as everything's going right. Derek VandenBosch had the tackle, a little help from Marcus Neal, and again, Malone's got to be wondering who's blocking down there. So 1st and 10 from the 44. Here's Bozier, looks that way. Top of the pocket, throws over the middle, looking for Coleman. He's got the catch, he's got a touchdown. Inside the 5 and a touchdown for Austin Coleman. One play, one touchdown, and that one is good for 56 yards.
Well, we could have predicted that that's exactly what was going to happen. Just a skinny post, and Coleman throw the ball up. He's fastest guy on the field. Nobody in Malone can stay with him.
McLaughlin in at quarterback. He'll roll to the right side, being pursued, and they've got him wrapped up for a sack again, as that was Rex Drabenstot. Came in there. No, it was Anthony Moore, 93 rather than 92. This time he's got a helmet on. 3rd down and 18. And McLaughlin runs the option left side and lost the football. That's picked up, and St. Francis with a chance to score on it. And into the end zone, the return, and picked up that time. And that's Corey Terrell.
Corey Terrell, a 6-foot redshirt freshman linebacker out of Warren Central.
Now Spoor, though, drops the throw. Time in the pocket, that's beginning, and he does hold on to the ball. He was hit from behind, and I thought that had a chance to get the football knocked out. Rex Drabenstot coming from the blind side and making the sack. Hunsucker, long count from the line of scrimmage. Play clock is at 3. Got the play off. Looking to throw, pulls it down, steps up, throws right side, delivers Bustamante at the 25 to the 20, 15, and still on his feet, gives some ground and knocked back to the 16-yard line. But Hunsucker checked up, pulled the ball down, then delivered it on target to Armando Bustamante. And they've got Miller up on the wing to the left side. And here is the misdirection handoff. Miller working to the right side. Will they throw? He does into the end zone. Has got a catch and a touchdown. Touchdown USF. Aaron Betcher on the catch. 17 yards on the touchdown pass play with 12 seconds remaining. Cougars increase their lead to 39-3.
Make the ball up to the middle. Get the slot guy coming around from the near side, who just happens to be a backup quarterback. That's Josh Miller.
They go into the goal line offense with Harvey back there with Antoine Campbell, who has played a lot of minutes today. He's been suffering the flu late in the week. And they'll hand the ball to him again. He's off tackle to the right side into the secondary. He's up to the 40-45. And spun around. There is a penalty, or is there a penalty flag? But he carries would-be tacklers all the way down, and I'm not sure where he stepped out of bounds. 1st and 10 USF, quick hitting plan against to Campbell as he goes off tackle right side and carries inside the Malone 25 down to the 23-yard line. He's got Campbell lined up behind him. Here's the drop as Bozier steps up, throws right side, and Knight lays out for it and has got it. He left his feet and holds on inside the 15. That's a tremendous catch by Aaron Knight. They have yet to turn it into points on the board. Malone shows blitz again as Bozier wants to throw over the middle. Has got a catch, and that time it's a touchdown by Bryce Thornton, who lost his helmet but holds on a 12-yard touchdown pass at the 5:40 mark of the first points by either team here in the second half. 5:34 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the drop by Spoor, the quarterback. Over the middle, he's got McLean, and he makes the catch, and he's got a chance to score inside the 10 to the 5, and just like that, it'll be a touchdown toss of some 61 yards for the Malone Pioneers as they have their first offensive touchdown of the day. Let's see if Spoor's still out there now, out of the gun. Drops the throw. Time in the pocket. That's disappearing, and then he steps out of traffic, though, and finally drugged down for a loss. So the Cougars stayed after him. Rex said, let's check it. It is Anthony Moore that's credited with the sack. 1:41 remaining in the quarter. And Spoor, the rush is coming. They had him by the arm, and now they spin him around, drop him at the 10. And staying with the player, Rex Drabenstot, he'll grab him by the arm and then finished him off.
Thanks, Joe. Coach, a dominant first half, and you tied in the second half, but still your team, I thought, came out and under the circumstances played pretty well overall. And how does it feel to be on the other side of a one-sided game like that?
Well, it feels pretty good. I thought we played awfully hard first half. It's tough to get them to come out and play hard when you've got a big lead there at halftime, but it was a good win for us. I thought our defense did a great job. Did some good things today. Obviously still got a lot of work to do.
Two guys on offense I thought stood out, Antoine Campbell and Justin Bozer. Campbell stepping in, I know, for Wolf, and he's really done a good job. Bozer, I thought, finally got his act together quite a bit today.
Did well. I think the real key in the ball game was early after the second turnover, and defense held them to a field goal. Then we went down and made some plays. Slipped Coleman in for a play and ran by him. And so we did a good job.
One more quick one. How'd you like that hatless tackle by Anthony Moore?
He's a player, man. I tell you, when you've been over in the Middle East for a couple of runs, you don't need a helmet, I guess.
I felt great. I felt like we played for each other today. We really came together as a unit. We had a great week of practice. We really studied hard. You know, something needed to change, and it did, and I think we're going to roll from here on out.
We played the four-man front pretty consistently in the first half. Talk about how that is a difference in what it enables you to do, keeps probably maybe some double teaming away from you and so forth.
Well, yeah, I think what that does is it allows the D-line to move a little more effectively, and it also keeps the pressure off the inside linebackers and frees them up to make good plays.
All right, you know I was going to ask you about it. Tell me about the hatless tackle.
Well, my helmet got knocked off, and I was picking it up, and I heard the other crowd start cheering, and I knew the play was still going. I saw him come around the edge, so I figured, I don't have time to put it on, so I gotta cut it loose and make a play. So I just went as hard as I could, and I made the tackle.
Coach D said you've been in combat overseas. It can't be anything, running with your helmet off, making a tackle. That's nothing compared to that, huh?
Not at all, but it's got some similarities that still get my goosebumps going. So that's why I love this game.
You had a great look on your face. I thought you were running extra fast. It looked fast. You had the veins popping out. You looked intent on catching that runner. And I have to tell you, I would have thought he'd have been faster. You closed on him.
Well, yeah, I think so. But, I was running with 10 less extra pounds, so maybe that was it.
All right, congratulations. Great job. 3 touchdowns today. You got off to a little bit of a rocky start, but it seems like you kept your composure and bounced back. Talk about how you felt you played today.
Yeah, just a misread on my part. And, they did things, try to confuse us at the beginning, new things. But Coach came to me, said, relax, fire the ball. So that's what I tried to do the rest of the game.
You're a senior, and yet really this is your first year of consistently playing. Do you feel like as the season's gone along here, we're now, 6-7 games into the season, that you're getting a better, more comfortable feel of that leadership role and the command of the offense?
Yeah, it's taken a little bit longer than I would hope to, really get that feel back from, when you start in high school. It's been, 5 years now. So it's a different feel in college, too, starting at noon. So just being ready, and, it's taking a little longer than I've hoped, but I think I'm getting in that groove.
Okay, so Austin Coleman comes in. He plays one play. You throw him a bomb right on stride, perfect target. Did you ever even think about looking at anybody else on that play?
Yeah, it was a read the safety play, and the safety just came up, and, they didn't see Austin sneak in there. And it really was tough on me because I hadn't thrown to Austin really all week. He'd kind of been in practice, but not a whole lot of reps. So I was lucky to put it right on stride.